Hi, I'm Anne from Musica. This is a tutorial on how to write and count silent measures or silent bars in sheet music. It's from my online course called You Got Rhythm. There's a link in the description if you'd like to learn more about it. Let's quickly look at what these rests look like on the stave. The half note or minim rest sits up on the third line on the stave. That's worth 2. The whole note or semi-breve rest, which is worth 4, hangs down off the fourth line like this. This rest is also used as a whole bar rest, a whole of bar rest. So in this piece here, you can see we have a crotchet rest. We play 3 crotchets, then a new bar, 1 more crotchet, crotchet rest, and then a minim rest, that's worth 2. And here's a whole bar rest worth 4. But the time signature doesn't matter. They will still write a whole bar's rest like that, even if it's in 3/4. Here's a piece in 3/4, crotchet, 2 crotchet rests, and there's a whole bar's rest written the same way as other bars rest. It has also a number on top to show you that it is in fact 1 bar's rest. If you have more than 1 bar's rest, they can write it in several different ways, but this way they just draw a long thingamabob and write the number of bars rest that they want you to count out. Writers will also write bars rest like this. So here we've got 3 written underneath, and that means 3 bars rest. This is the double whole note rest. It looks like this on the stave. They use this symbol to show 2 bars rest. And if there's 4 bars rest, they'll extend it down into the next space. So that's 4 bars rest. So if you see that, that's 4 bars rest. And then if they do this next to it, that's a single bars rest. So that equals 5 bars rest. Let's have a look on some music. So here's 3 bars rest. You've got a double whole note rest that's worth 2 bars, and then there's a whole bar rest worth 1 bar. 2 plus 1 is 3. And here's 5 bars rest. You've got 2 double whole note rests, so that's 2, 4, and 1 is 5. Often, if there's a big solo coming up, they won't just give you the number of bars rest. They'll also write in cues for you to listen out for certain musical things that'll just confirm that you're in the right spot to come in for a solo, for instance. And you can notice that they're cues because it'll be smaller writing, and they'll mention what the instrument is that you've got to listen for. In this first bar here, the cello plays that, and you can see, for me, or for the player, it's a whole bar's rest. And see, they've moved that whole bar's rest up onto the top line because otherwise it'd be too confusing, and this would cover, the cue would cover up the rest. So it just shows that musical notation can be flexible. Then there's 2 bars rest, and then here there's another cue. So listen out for that one, and you can see again there's the whole bar's rest for the flute player. And then come in with the solo. This way I can be sure that I'm coming in at the right spot. If you've got lots of bars rest and you want to keep track of where you are, Don't be ashamed to count on your fingers and toes. As a professional musician, that was a thing of shame to be counting on fingers and toes. But I tell you what, I don't mind being embarrassed doing that. It's better to be safe than to be sorry. Better off counting on your fingers and toes and come in at the right spot with your solo than try and be, professional looking and then make a total mess of it coming in at the wrong spot. That's more embarrassing than counting on your fingers and toes. This tutorial was one of over 100 tutorials from my online course, You Got Rhythm, where we do a deep dive on all the musical notation in sheet music to do with rhythm. How to read, how to write, and how to play any rhythm. It's fun, easy to follow, step by step. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.